Alright, so we have some crazy news coming out of the fighting community today. Conor McGregor confirms a boxing match against Logan Paul in 2025. We have Logan Paul seemingly confirming this. We have fans raising the question why this is even happening. A lot of them's confused, saying that this fight doesn't really make sense. I'm actually going to sit here and break down for you guys why I think this is actually the perfect matchup. But before we get into all that, I am going to go through this. I'm going to show you guys how all this came to be. Before we do get into that, what do you guys think of Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor in 2025? And who do you think wins this matchup? I do want to hear from you guys in the comments. Let's go ahead and get into breaking down what's going on here. So, Conor McGregor tweeted out this morning, the rumors of a bout with Topuria are false. I am in a preliminary agreement with the Albani family to face Logan Paul in a boxing exhibition in India. I have agreed. I will then seek my octagon return. Now, even though Logan Paul hasn't came out and just straight up confirmed this, he did post this on his Instagram story earlier today, which is a picture of Conor McGregor's tweet with the eyes emoji down here. So yes, even though this bout isn't 100% confirmed yet, why else would Logan Paul be putting this on his story other than to bring attention to the news? And now this actually has a lot of fans upset because people were wanting to see Conor McGregor return to the octagon, the UFC, not boxing. He's already tried the boxing fiasco with Floyd Mayweather. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. Biggest payday in combat sports currently is the Paul brothers. In all honesty, I do think Conor McGregor will probably make more for a pay-per-view boxing match against Logan Paul than he would returning to the octagon. There were some behind-the-scenes talks, some conspiracies, some rumors out there circulating that Conor McGregor was going to return to the octagon to face Ilia Topuria in 2025 for a UFC super fight. Like I said, guys, in all honesty, I do think he will get paid more for a Logan Paul boxing match than he would a UFC return here. Now, another reason the fans are upset here is because a lot of people are coming out and saying, why are you fighting Logan Paul instead of Jake Paul, who is obviously the better boxer? Jake Paul has been making rounds in the boxing world and is honestly one of the faces of boxing currently. Other than Canelo Alvarez and Tank Davis, I would say, honestly, Jake Paul is probably third place for face of boxing currently. And I definitely understand where the fans are coming from. They want to see Conor McGregor face higher competition. But this brings me back to the point at the beginning of the video, which I said, this is actually a perfect matchup. Before you guys go to the comments and talk your shit, give me a second to actually explain here. Now, while Jake Paul versus Conor McGregor would probably make for a more entertaining fight itself, I actually think we have the perfect matchup and perfect build-up to this fight. We already have the storyline there. You guys probably asking, what storyline am I talking about here? Conor McGregor and Logan Paul haven't really had any confrontation other than online. Well, something a lot of people seem to forget about is they have both faced the same boxing opponent in Floyd Mayweather, the greatest boxer of all time. And to the general public's eyes, Logan Paul arguably did better than the real fighter, Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor got stopped by Floyd Mayweather in their fight, and Logan Paul actually went the full distance with Floyd, which I'm pretty sure was 8 rounds. If it wasn't 8, then it was 10 rounds. And to the general audience, the general combat sports viewers, and obviously Logan Paul himself, they're going to look at this as Logan Paul performing better than Conor did in his match against Floyd. I think a lot of people are seeming to forget that Conor McGregor was beating the shit out of Floyd Mayweather for the first few rounds. Logan Paul landed a couple jabs, maybe a couple straights, couple hooks or something like that, but nothing to actually do real damage to Floyd Mayweather, which is crazy when you realize the size difference that these two have. Logan Paul was like literally 2 or 3 times Floyd Mayweather's size the night of the fight. Came in way heavier than him. I'm pretty sure it was like a 60-pound weight difference. So did Logan Paul perform better than Conor McGregor in his fight against Floyd Mayweather? Ultimately speaking, no. Conor McGregor did have more significant moments in his fight against Floyd Mayweather than Logan Paul did, but we do have Logan Paul going the distance with Floyd Mayweather while Conor McGregor was stopped. And this is going to lead to the perfect trash talk, perfect build-up, whatever you want to say for this fight. Logan Paul can throw this in Conor's face. We know Conor is a very emotional person. We've seen it in the past with his Khabib fight, even his second Dustin Poirier fight. Actually, I forgot they fought 3 times. In his third Dustin Poirier fight, and his second one kind of came in on like this nice guy approach. I don't know. Didn't work out for him. He got knocked out. But now is both Conor and Logan sharing the same boxing opponent in Floyd Mayweather the only reason I have here? No, I actually have another. Logan Paul faced Dylan Danis back in the prime card in 2023 on Misfits. And we all know Dylan Danis. He's a huge trash talker. He shit talks a lot more than he fights. He's better at talking than he is fighting. The whole reason Dylan Danis is actually as famous as he is, as big as he is, as known as he is, whatever you want to say, is because he used to be a sparring partner for Conor McGregor. Dylan Danis has been in Conor's corner before. They have shared sparring mats. They've rolled around jiu-jitsu. And Logan Paul completely embarrassed Dylan Danis. And this is yet again something else he can throw in Conor's face leading up to the fight. I don't know if you guys remember after the prime card, after Dylan Danis' embarrassing performance against Logan Paul, Conor McGregor tweeted at him and everything else, still showing support for his friend. So that's kind of really all Dylan Danis had going for him on the prime card, was being Conor McGregor's friend here. Even though they do not share the same opponent in Dylan Danis is Conor McGregor's close friend, training partner, whatever you want to call him. Now gives us 2 things for Logan Paul to throw up in his face. Now, circling back to my other point I made earlier in the video, people were complaining about Conor McGregor not fighting Jake Paul and instead choosing to fight the weaker brother, the one who's not as good at boxing as Jake Paul is. So Jake Paul just went ahead and aired shit out here. He said, now it all makes sense why Conor McGregor and his management team have been desperately trying to get MVP to negotiate for a fight between us. As we told them privately, and now I'm saying it publicly, the only way we're willing to explore me versus Conor in a pro boxing / MMA fight is if Dana White / UFC are at the table directly or make it clear they are okay with discussions. Conor is washed, needs the pause Logan by however he wants. So this seemingly answered the questions that the fans had, which is why not Jake Paul. It looks like it all just came down to negotiating and contract details, which is why we are now ending up with Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor. Now, how does this fight go? Obviously, I do not have Logan Paul beating Conor McGregor. I do have Conor McGregor beating the shit out of Logan, especially at a higher weight now. Not looking at featherweight or lightweight Conor no more, alright, chat? We'll be seeing a 190 plus Conor the night of the fight. Maybe even 200, I'm not too sure. But yes, those are my reasons for why this is actually the perfect matchup for a crossover boxing match, influencer boxing match, whatever you want to call it. Now, do you guys agree with these points I made in this video? If so, let me know in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Also want to hear who you guys have winning this fight if it does happen. With that being said, like I said, do want to hear from you guys in the comments. You guys do know we do it around here. Try to upload a few times per week. So if you guys did enjoy the content you've seen today, make sure to like and subscribe. Stick around for a while. It is free. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, man.